Man, I tell you what, poor dirt farmer sure can't keep his nose clean lately, man. Fuck no. Motherfucker been stirring up some shit, deflecting. He's sitting there pulling a fellow mommy and zombies and Mikey. Yeah, sitting deflecting like the cone. Oh yeah, chew shits and good old urban the Sickos. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some good parts coming up. Hell yeah. I might have to show some shit. Check this out. You ready for this motherfucking shit?
I got one thing to say, and one thing only. Happy fuck the cops day. Fuck the police, and fuck you.
You want to see what this guy looks like?
Come get you something, remember? I'm a ugly motherfucker. I don't do everything. You punk ass.
Dude, that's skunk water, Holly. Yeah.
The PDF, motherfucker. Fuck you. How you like me now, bitch boy? Come get you some. I'm back quiet. Okay, just show your face, Derek.
You know what's so funny was? Yeah, PDFs, he tried to be like Eric Brandt, try to roll around and say happy fuck the cops day, all this shit. Fuck the cops, fuck the police, all kind of shit. It was just last week. PDF got pulled over and the cop was just doing the job. I mean, he wasn't doing anything bad. I'm all about exposing bad cops. I've done stories about exposing bad cops. Cops that rape women, sodomize children who get no jail time. Cops out there who are predatory, sick, deviant creeps and child molesters out there for years. Yeah, I'm about that shit. But PDF got pulled over by a cop. Cop just simply says, well, can I see your driver's license? And PDF says, I have the part. He says, you ain't get no ID, fuck you. Like, whoa, bro. The cop's just asking your ID. He pulled you over because you did an infraction. Yeah. See, poor dirt farmer, he's just trying to be another Eric. Now, we know Eric Brandt, and unfortunately, he got fucked over by the system because he was trying to exercise free speech. He got 12 years, but you get dirty cops out there who get a fucking scot-free, like the Florida cop who had multiple underage victims out there, gets no jail time, don't even have to register. Same with that Tennessee cop who violently raped a 14-year-old girl over and over while on duty, and that pig does get no time. See, that's the cops that like to expose those motherfuckers, not the good cops who have to go beyond their duty. I've done a couple cop watch. I remember that one cop watch I did. What was it, over 2 years ago? When it was a Linwood cop who picked up an elderly lady at Everett Station. I was out there because I had to go meet a friend. He was going up Amtrak Cascades train. And he gave her, I guess she was lonely and stranded. I don't know what happened, but he went beyond and gave her a ride. I remember another cop watch I did a couple years ago where this lady, it was another young lady. She was driving her car and she was like a mile away from a college. And so what the cop did was he gave her a jump start from his squad car to her car, and he made sure that she can make sure her car was running and all that stuff. Yeah, here we go.
Don't you want? You like me now, bitch boy.
Oh, we got something good coming up. Hang around.
Record that and make a clip of that, motherfucker.
Yeah, of course. Look at him. It seems like he's got Justice, yeah, shut it the fuck down. Justice Lavoy, Lavoy Finicum? Free Eric Brandt. Of course we need to free Eric. Have to fuck the cops say. See the mods in here. Sandra Jones, Kate Stevenson, Keyblower, No Sugarcoating, True, Mid-State Transparency. Oh, piss off taxpayer, Kevin Bradley, pot, yeah. He said, poor dirt farmer, these weak, pathetic cowards are all talk, no action.
But they make clips about all kind of stuff.
Oh, Bouncer's in there, cool. I think Genty was in there. Okay, here's what we're going to show you. Okay. Check this out. So I guess Aaron was in there, and he got booted. So he brought another account called I cocksuck cause I'm blocked. He said, PDF, I get blocked for asking an important question. If it would have been Mouse's landlady that committed suicide, that would have changed some things pertaining to his case. Fuck you, whoever blocking me. Yeah. Exactly. If it were, yeah, if it was just a random lady, it would, yeah, that committed suicide. And here's another question as well. Do you think that Jamie Walsh's death now is going to pertain and affect his judgment to his case that he's going to get supposedly $1,000 that he said to his federal appeal case? That's a good question.
And Terry wasn't making fun of nobody personal, but all my folks got mad was you.
What? They act like somebody's scared of the
You was the
camera.
only one in the picture.
Movements from
Hey, they act like I'm scared of the camera. Like I don't know what I look like. Like I'm afraid.
You know what's funny was, PDF kind of looks like the rodent. But hey, stick around. We got some more. I'm going to bring up another one. Okay, we're back. Check this out. This is going to get good. I'm not going to play the whole video, but I just wanted to get to the good. I'm going to get to the good, juicy part. And there's another video I'm going to find, and it's going to follow up on this. Now, PDF's going to he's going to go on the video, and he's going to deflect about the rodent mouse. He says, yeah, and their name is PDF doesn't know who he's panel up before he opens his big lips. Yep, cooking up. Now, he had a panel Autotron, Skunk Water, Yeah, that's the same chick that has known the rodent for decades now. Yeah, no, and Mrs. B up there. I don't know who that is. But yeah, check this out.
Oh my goodness. This is a little too good to be true. So once again, Mr. Cox is just reporting the findings here and adding in some of the things that I might know and giving a little opinion, all right? But basically,
kind of like with the finding in the video yesterday morning when I found about the lawyer that was representing Alice Jones. Oh, that was a good piece. I'm glad I found that yesterday. That was a good piece.
Time me out just for me asking you.
Yeah, we covered that, ladies and gentlemen.
If it was the rodent's landlady that committed suicide, you were talking about a landlady with the horse that committed suicide in Colorado or something like that, and I just come in and ask, and you let your mods time me out just for asking that. And you didn't even really reprimand anybody. Hey, let the guy talk, right? You're cool with the blocking, right? So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna run through this little this clip here, and shred your bullshit narrative for once and for all.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna bring a bonus piece after I let this roll. When Aaron shreds it up, I got another piece that's gonna destroy the fuck out of Port Dirt Farmers' credibility and deflection for good.
PDF.
Ain't no better.
While I get dressed.
You know what I mean? And then you got a piece of shit like 303 and Liberty Bird out there doing audits with Mouse. And going to try to talk shit and make up lies about me when the facts are they fucking butt buddies with Mouse.
Right. Both having women and children and interesting, right? They have children. Mr. PDF doesn't. And what's interesting is what does happen when you maybe go out and do a cop watch with somebody and then see through their true colors and then put them on blast. But once again, it seems like the Sickos there for shill bags to use a Sicko as a weapon.
Yeah. Oh, before I get to the video, I'm gonna get this out because it's on my brain. It's just brewing like that. Remember, we just heard PDF sitting there say, I said, Liberty Bird and 303 is going out there cop watching with the convicted sex offender, Beware Mouse, and supposedly pertaining to their kids out there. The reason why I bring this up, remember over a couple of years ago when News out Houston, David Warren got arrested. He had a warrant for supposedly they had a warrant out to get him arrested for supposedly raping one of his daughters. I think it was Brandy. Yeah. Yeah, and he was out auditing up McCary. Yeah, no, not McCary. McAllen, that's what it was. McAllen, right near the border of Mexico. He was auditing with Texas Rose. Her name was Lynn. He was out there auditing out there, and he got hemmed up. And I remember the day she was out there live. It was over 2.5 years ago, back in early February of 2019 it was, yeah. This was the time when my channel was starting to grow a little bit, my community news channel. The reason why I bring this up was, it was just hours that David got picked up and arrested, and his bond was like, oh God, like, I don't know, 100,000, I forget it was, I don't forget it was. that it was a matter of fact that the hours that he got arrested, that Oregon cop watcher Chris Ponte denounced and disengaged and disowned David Earl Warren, he was down in Houston. But it was so funny that he was doing all this chatterbait and jibber jabber, but the guy has no problem defending a registered sex offender, Robert West, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. The guy is a registered sex offender. And he has no problem rubbing shoulders with Robert West just to get a couple thousand views of his channel, to do live cop watches with a registered sex offender. And I remember when people were calling out Chris Ponte for that shit. He said, oh, bro, oh, you don't know the whole story. No. Okay, answer this. So why the fuck was Robert West doing a cop watch when he literally probably no more than 50 yards away from a school? When you're on the list, you can't be no less than 500 yards from a school and a park or around any associated with children, period. And Robert West was across the street from an elementary school. And two mothers, I remember, came up to him and they recognized us. We know who you are. We know you are a rich sex man. He said, I don't know what you're talking about, but I remember. I don't remember, but I remember distinctly. Yeah, they know who he was. And like I said, Oregon Cop Watch has no problem with rubbing shoulders, but he was really throwing the news down Houston on the bus. The guy was just barely picked up on a warrant. He wasn't indicted. He wasn't facing charges. And we had no problem scheming about that, but Oregon Cop Watcher was defending another sicko. Makes you wonder. It's funny how you get one people that want to deflect some deflection or pass along the buck and for someone the bus say, oh, this person is sicko, this person creep, but they're pertaining to protect and deflect. That way they're little sicko, chomo buddies. Like maybe like Philemon, Eric Spitfire, Zombies, and Mikey. Yeah, who are they protecting now? They're protecting Mark Connors and David Toddashini. Oh, yeah. Let's roll this for a little bit more.
You see what I'm saying? Here in a minute or so in this clip, he also says that he was there in Mouse's chat to get him to say stuff he wanted to. Well, the time that I was around there, I didn't really see PDF trying to take...
Neither did I, but all the times I was in the Mouse's chat years ago, back in 2018, 19.
Or using socks to get him and Flathead to fight. And, so all of the funding kind of gets messed with there, so sickos can't keep being sickos with money and donations. All right, and we're going to get in a little bit more on who this is and this is.
Oh, I know who both of they are. The Cox just highlighted. The one avatar, that's Holly Bomb. Skunkwater, and the other one, Second Sun News, Auditron. Yeah, that's right.
Here in a second.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And this guy, too. They came in my house and took my Wowda.
Oh, yeah! Positive taxpayer. I remember that, yeah.
Deciding willingly. Walked around with him willingly, knowing he was a fucking perv at that time. Mm-hmm. But they still met up with him, didn't they?
Right, but me...
Oh, yeah, but here's funny. Hey, hang on a second. I'm going to bring up something. Here we go. Check this out.
It's funny how nobody wants to listen to an intelligent fucking person like Mouse. He has a lot of problems. Everybody wants to attack Mouse. He has a lot of good things you can learn from Mouse. But everybody wants to hold one thing against somebody that's happened over 20 years ago, and they want to crucify these people for life.
Oh, you remember that? Uh-oh. Oh, remember when PDF was saying, oh, it's funny how it's funny that nobody wants to listen about. He's got a lot of intelligent things. Basically, dude, PDF at the time was going to say, yeah, Mouse is so effective. Oh, he brings out great hard-hitting truth. He's fascinating. Oh, do you remember that shit? Oh, yeah.
Maybe it was that once after seeing kind of...
And, oh, yeah, what happened? PDF credibility. Beep! Down in shitter now.
Letting him show his true colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, I just played the clip right there.
Anyways, let's go ahead and pause here. All right, I kind of just started over.
Oh, well.
Before I continue on, let's go over this, okay? This person here grew up with the rodent.
Yes. Skunk
besties
Ward.
with the rodent.
Holly.
Like, real besties. Like, Kenny.
Yes. Before we continue and finish this up, Cox just said, yeah, she grew up with the rodent. Yes. Holly, aka Skunkwater. She was a stripper back in the day, and that's how they met in a club. Her stripper name was Star. Yeah. And she's had charges as well. I think for neglecting and abusing pets and a couple other charges. I think one was a fraud charge. I can't remember the top of my head, but I know she has some pretty significant charges herself. So Skunkwater is not exactly innocent herself as well. Let's continue.
Bestie.
Yes.
Right? Was there for quite a while.
And I remember too, like when Mouse was a technician at a club, at a DJ club, and she was the bartender as well, over many years ago.
Okay. This guy bailed out.
Yeah.
Like he should
Autotron.
have.
Second Sun News.
After a little while. Interesting. And PDF has them on their panel. And Bird and 303 go out with the rodent once to cop watch, see through his bullshit, and then put him on blast. All right, let's play the rest of this. Let's see what we got going here.
Yeah. But it's like I said, like Oregon Cop Watch, Chris Ponte, just hours after David got arrested when he was auditing with Texas Rose by the border down there. Made a video just hours, dropped that video, disannouncing, talking shit about news out in Houston, all gone time shit. And I remember Ponte was going around saying, "Oh, I think we should all have our background check. We should have receive our if anybody's go out there being a cop watch and auditor, they should have their background check, see their papers, see if they're not on the list, see if they're not messing with any kids like that." But the guy, like I said, he had no problem making hundreds and not thousands of videos with the convicted sex offender Robert West. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
3 and Liberty Bird out there doing audits with Mouse. Ain't gonna try to talk shit and make up lies about me when the facts are they fucking butt buddies with Mouse. They stood beside him willingly.
Just keep in mind that, okay, this person here was helping with the Carney grift.
Yep, the
Okay.
grift.
Right.
Around with him willingly, knowing he was a fucking perv at that time. But they still met up with him, didn't they? Now, he's the same guy, 303 and Liberty Bird, are the same two guys over there, sucking ass with authority checking all them. Meanwhile, back in the day, they was butt buddies with Mouse. I scammed Mouse multiple times, setting up to fucking say all kind of fucked up shit.
Oh, really?
Like I always do.
Uh-huh.
You ain't never gonna see me butt buddies with Mouse the way 303 and Liberty Bird were, shoulder to shoulder.
Well, sometimes you got to go on the ground to get the real digs on somebody. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Something that PDF. Well, I mean, he's trying to do, but he's not winning his cases for some reason.
Hanging out, living large and going out to eat with the motherfucker. They broke bread with that pervert son of a bitch.
Oh, so did you know what?
Yeah,
what's interesting is so did Eric Brandt.
Yeah.
Met up at a restaurant.
I remember one time, so did the Denver crew, Monkey 83 and a few others of the Denver, and along with Eric Brandt, had lunch with Beware Mouse, as we all remember that back in years ago.
Had dinner, breaking bread with them.
Going
interesting, huh? PDF. Okay.
Yeah, supposedly doing First Amendment audits together.
I just cannot stand Mouse, dude.
It don't matter. Nobody.
What was
that pervert son of a bitch?
I could not stand that fool.
Yeah, I'll attest to that. I'll attest to that. Autotron was there for a while. He was just so pissed because he was real serious. He wanted to do serious stuff with Rodent.
I remember that.
He always got the run around the bush, running out real far left field with no quarterback to throw the ball to the Rodent. It was real weird, man. And that's what kind of kept me around for a little while, is to figure out really what his grift was, right? And I've told that to other people.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I know one of his main, the rodents, what his grift was. His grift was his pets. It was his dog, his dog Sport, and his cats. His 5 cats, especially that one thing, he puts them in a cage, yeah. And 2 of them, you know, his oldest cat, Thunder, and his other cat, that black cat, I think I had a little bit white, Misty. Yeah, that was his grift. Because people weren't feel sorry for the rodent. They were feel sorry for his pets. They want to make sure that the cats were not suffering and they have good food, good water, and a good place to live. You know, and I wasn't too happy to hear like what he did last summer, putting those animals in a freaking cage when it's like 100+ degrees, and he was sitting there, oh, they got water, they got food, oh, they got a fan on. It doesn't matter. You don't put them in a fucking cage when it's 100 degrees outside. You let it roam around, because cats, when it's hot outside, they're gonna find areas where it's cool. I remember we had a bad heat wave last summer, 110 degrees that one day, 100+ degrees for 4 straight days. Nighttime lows didn't even get no lower than 70-something degrees. Man, it was nice and cool down here. Our cats would lay in a smidge, it's like, oh, or like a cool tile floor, because that's the coolest point. That's what you do. And let them roam around. And sometimes the best trick when you were doing the things like that, you put a couple ice cubes. And it works great for dogs as well, too.
Hoping they put it on blast. But no one seems to want to put this detailed stuff on blast. What I see, I smell grifter. He needs donations to survive, let's put it that way. But these other...
I think we all remember that, I think years ago, remember when Autotron was homeless? He was living in his car. Yeah, he had a phone, I think, but it was a government issue phone. I don't know how he got by. I think he got donations, but he was sleeping in a car. But yeah, PDF he's a big time grifter. So is Skunkwash, she's a big humongous time grifter. I remember a few times she was up on the street, a line stream one donation so she could go to the store buy a pack of cigarettes. Damn. Oh yeah. Remember months ago when PDF got pissed off at a guy, there was a protest, and poor dirt farmer took the end of a cigarette, a lit cigarette, and dosed on some guy's palms like 3 times. The guy's name is Gary Snow. I think I did a video about that months ago. I might bring a bonus clip for that, just to reseminate that up a little bit. I have it saved in a playlist somewhere.
People, they've got other incomes. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Nobody can stand that piece of shit now.
You not telling me that Liberty Bird and 303 was...
Okay. Yeah. Let's put it this way. PDF, when I came on your panel to bust out Truth Hurts, and I said he stole some equipment from the FBI on the way out after he quit or got fired or whatever, right? And you're sitting there white knighting for him. Oh, yeah, cool, you stole from the FBI. Well, what I tried to tell you before, I got kind of shut up there and you were white knighting for Truth Hurts, is that before Truth Hurts stole from the FBI and quit or left or whatever, he was threatened.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True shit's like Patrick James. Yeah, he stole a doxing machine from the FBI, and he stole a wire and a camera for them. Then he got threatened because he was talking shit about the FBI and the so-called Post. I heard when he had a TikTok account and his so-called failed comedian act, he was talking shit about them as well, and his so-called failed shtick as well. Then they came to his house and they raided him, threatened his family and his wife. Oh yeah, he was all crying blood. Oh man, they threatened me. Yeah.
Right? That doesn't make sense. Why would you steal from somebody or a big entity like that?
Yeah.
On the way out the door after they threatened you and your family? That was Mr. Truth Hurt's little, well, I can't really say grift, but, oh man, it's starting to smell like a Pepto-Bismol freaking congressional meeting in here.
It sure is. Oh yeah, and I got the video ready to go. Give me a second, I'll fire it up. Here we are. GS now Patriot, Gary Snow. Look, see? What? Look at that. See? Watch that. Poor dirt farmer he did that. That's Gary Snow. Look at that. He just put a lit cigarette in his hand. Yeah, you hear that? He just burned you a lit cigarette?
My cigarette's closer to my family. You touched my cigarette. I guess you touched it, didn't you?
Yeah, look at that. This live video was recorded by poor dirt farmer. Then he took it down after I filed a report with the Punta Gorda police. Yeah, the guy that see the hand right there? This guy right there, Gary Snow. Look at that. Watch that again. Look at that. See that right there? He's putting a lit cigarette, burning this guy's palm. That shit hurts. If you ever had a cigarette douse on you, that shit fucking hurts. It really does.
Today I got to style some spring